girls, I wondered, do you like insects? We're going to visit lots of insects today. We were at a creation museum in Cincinnati in America, and we saw all of these very, very interesting insects, shapes, sizes, colours, all created by God, and we're going to have a look at them. How many of them can you recognise? Let's sing a little song first of all. Let's go and visit some of the insects and see how many we can recognize. Their little legs, their bodies, their colors, shapes, sizes, all so minute, yet God has created them absolutely perfectly for a purpose. Here we go. G'day boys and girls. Today I am in a museum and there are lots of animals, and today we're going to talk about insects. Insects are thousands of insects, all created by God, some huge, some small, and all have a particular purpose. For example, here are some what we call beetles or flower beetles. Just look at the size of them, the colour of them. There's some nice fluorescent colours, some are grey, some are black and white. Similar to their fancy fluttering friends like the butterflies, beetles like to visit flowers, fruits, and flowing sap from trees. That's why some of these are called flower beetles, because they often eat from the flowers. Bugs are insects. Do you know the difference between a bug and an insect? Have a closer look at some of these bugs and insects. Did you know that not all insects are bugs, but all bugs are insects? Spiders are not bugs or insects at all. Insects make up the largest group of animals in the world. Within this enormous group is a smaller group called true bugs. So how are true bugs different from other insects, and where do the spiders fit in? They're also called creepy crawlies, bugs, insects. You might think they're all the same but different. So just imagine you're a wee insect and a big human comes along. Don't stand on a wee insect. We're thinking today about the amazing design of an insect. You ever notice when a spider goes into your back? It can't get back out again. You have a spider in the Bible, it says, can get into the king's palace. God loves variety. Look at the different colours in trees, the different shades of green, and then we're talking about insects, all the different shiny colours, the little legs, the eyes. They've all got a heart, how they work, how they breathe. The incredible details of colour and design stand as spectacular witnesses to our loving Creator with such imagination. Today there are over 1 million identified species of different insects, bugs. 1 million, so many different shapes, colours and sizes. Probably even more to be discovered. Beetles, for example. Just look at these beetles. Male stags, the males are called stags, and they love to dominate, as do boys, as do big male lions, for example. Does the beetle get bigger? People often see a small beetle and think it's a baby beetle that will grow larger, but in reality, after the adult beetle emerges from its pupal cell, it does not grow anymore. All the growth takes place during the larval stage. We're just thinking about beetles now. The beetle life cycle. After mating, the female lays eggs in the soil, and the eggs will hatch about 30 days later. Only about 8 millimeters long, less than half an inch, a tiny larva emerges from each egg. The larva must go through 3 stages of growth called instars. The insect spends as much as 2 years
as a larva, during which time it just eats and eats and eats and just loves eating. And finally, you've got a beetle that just grows and grows and grows. Have you ever heard grasshoppers, crickets, some of the most musical insects? They sing all night long, just keep singing and singing and making their noises. Wonderful to listen to. Many males sing during the cover of night by rubbing a rough edge of the body part across a combination of other body parts such as the legs, the wings, and the abdomen. Some animals, of course, use their singing voices to attract females. I wonder if boys do that. If a boy sang nicely, would a girl come running? That's interesting. Some insects are also designed to hide. They can change their colour. For example, if they're going up a green tree, they can change the colour of their skin to green. If they go up a white wall, they can change the colour of their skin to white because of danger, because maybe there's something coming to eat them or gobble them up. They can quickly change. If you notice how these insects are designed in detail, if you saw one of these guys crawling nearby, you may not give it a second thought, but take a moment, take a closer look. Notice how each of the insects in a microscope, for example, it's loaded with tiny design details. God created each kind unique to fulfill its purpose. So whenever God created the insects, each of them had a purpose according to their size, the detail, their claws, their teeth, their eyes. And not only does God have a purpose for the insects, but He's also got a purpose for you and a purpose for me. For example, all the bacteria and all of these things, the insects, they eat the things which are not meant to be. If there's too many insects, the birds will come and eat them, and too many birds, they'll be taken care of as well. God has a big, wonderful creative plan how it all works out. You ever notice a dragonfly? Look at the dragonflies here. For example, the big long tail, the wings. Imagine the size of a fly swatter you would need to take care of these big boys. You look at the detail in the wings and the eyes and the legs, and they can fly, all connected with many of these with beetles, for example. Did Noah take insects onto the ark? Well, obviously, or they would have been drowned in the flood. But when God brought two of each kind, He would have brought them in, because after the flood, then all the insects walked back out of the ark and would have populated the earth all over again. Do you know the word metaphorus means? It's the process of change. For example, you've got a little egg, then you've got a caterpillar, and then you've got a beautiful butterfly. Most people don't like insects, but most people love butterflies, but they're still part of the insect family. So many different colors and shapes, but look at the details and the very wings of a butterfly. And whenever they're flying, they're almost flying in slow motion. And almost every color under the sun, you can find it in butterflies. Bright oranges and greens and blues and whites. And they're so light. I love when a butterfly lands on my hand, for example, and just look at the detail. Then off it goes in slow motion again. If you ever find a butterfly in your bathroom, open the window and let it out. Don't kill it. Let it out. We often think if you kill a spider or butterfly, it's going to rain. That's nonsense. But look at the details of God's creation, from a caterpillar into a butterfly that will soon fly. We serve a wonderful God, a creator God, and yet He's interested in you and He's interested in me and knows all about these little insects, little butterflies. He just loves to fly. Look. Boys and girls, next time you see a butterfly or an insect, look at what it's doing and you'll see it will do what it's designed to do. Such as a butterfly bouncing in the breeze, or an ant performing her endless task, or perhaps a dragonfly darting about in the evening twilight. Remember your Creator and how much more He cares for you. The little verse in Revelation chapter 4 verse 11, you are worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for you created all things, and by your will they exist and were created. Wow. So boys and girls, that's all today about the insects. I'm just blown away by the details of all these little beautiful creatures.
Well, boys and girls, really enjoyed visiting the insects today. I wonder how many of them, if you start writing down how many insects can you remember that we visited there. Let's sing a wee song about the butterfly, or with the butterfly, or the ant, and the parrot, and the rabbit.
God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love.
Squirrel.
Let us sing it again for all that He has given us.
Sing it again. Parrots, rabbit. Where's the squirrel? Oh, ha ha! Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love.
So
High, you cannot get over it. So deep, you cannot get under it. So wide, you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love.
thank the wonderful Lord.
That's all for today, boys and girls. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.